Kanye has been lashing out for months, all because he's jealous of Kendrick.
No one realizes it's Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show driving Kanye West off the rails.
Yeah, you rap against Kendrick Lamar, it's a difficult task, but you know what I'm saying, I'm a psycho genius.
With Kendrick's Super Bowl performance about to take over the world, Kanye West seems to be completely losing it. Forcing his wife, Bianca, to dress nearly naked in public wasn't enough. Now he's spiraling with extreme social media rants, and his behavior is getting wilder by the day. He's openly calling himself a Nazi, insulting women, attacking specific groups, and even demanding that Trump free Diddy, basically hitting every possible controversial topic. And when asked in interviews, he's still convinced he can take down Kendrick, claiming he's the real genius. But here's the funny part. The more chaos Kanye creates, the less his fans care. Many believe he's acting out simply because he's jealous. Right now, the entire world is focused on Kendrick, while Kanye's new album Bully barely gets any real attention. To make it worse, even his former friend Jay-Z, who's behind the Super Bowl halftime show, never even considered inviting him. The reason is obvious. Kanye is seen as too extreme and unpredictable.
What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG gang. Listen, I've been meaning to cover this. I'm a few days behind on this. But anybody with a pair of eyes can see that Kanye West, the Kanye West, a.k.a. Ye, is a petty wannabe. And I'm going to explain why I say this. First of all, I haven't been right with Kanye West for years, many, many years, when I understood that Kanye will do anything for attention. Kanye will say anything out his mouth. He will disrespect anyone, such as great legends as Harriet Tubman. Kanye will say anything to draw the spotlight back to himself. And if you're paying attention, he has now focused his gaze onto Kendrick. He has tried to walk in Kendrick's footsteps, and when that didn't work, he outright tried to steal the spotlight from Kendrick by claiming he's doing the Super Bowl himself next year. Good luck with that, Kanye. Kendrick dropped the Like That verse, lit the hip-hop world aflame. Not just the hip-hop world, the entire world, because what he said bumped heads with two of the biggest and most iconic, for lack of a better word, rappers, other than himself, in the hip-hop business. J. Cole and Drake got actually verbally assaulted in that song. Now, with that being said, the whole world was talking about the Like That verse. So what does Kanye do, the supreme narcissist, who no one is checking for bars? Let's just be honest. Kanye goes and makes his own remix of Like That because all of the attention was on Kendrick Lamar. I even listened to that thing, and I don't know why. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was weak. It added nothing to hip-hop. But somehow Kanye thought he bodied Drake and Kendrick on the same record. Why are you trying to body two dudes on the same record who have nothing to say about you at this moment? Even Drake not even subbing you, bro. I want to read this little article because I know I'm a little behind, but Charlemagne already said the same thing. I'm going to read this article and have a discussion. Kanye West is envious of Kendrick Lamar, says Charlemagne the God. He wishes this was him. It is a fact. He got so jealous of this kid and this Super Bowl, he made his wife go on the red carpet of the Grammys butt-ass naked, which she obviously didn't want to do. I don't care what you say. They won't say what the argument was before she took the stuff off, but she didn't want to do it. I'm just going to be honest. The same night that Kendrick wins, 9, 10 Grammys, something like that? Ye was up for a Grammy for something off Vultures. I don't know what it was, but he lost to Kendrick. He didn't even stay long enough to find out if he won. He walked the red carpet, made his wife get naked like a pimp does a hoe, and then he left. Walked straight through the Grammys and left like he was being paid to do a walkthrough. All because it was Kendrick night. Everything he does is to steal someone's spotlight. The only people checking for Ye, I'm just going to be honest, are young people who have no idea of the things he said, the consequences, and how ridiculous he is. And his stance. Anyone of any common sense isn't checking for this dude no more. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's why he goes on these Twitter tirades and says the most outrageous thing, to which he believes none of it. Really, you got to understand what you're dealing with. This guy's a narcissist. He'll say anything. He'll say my balls is on fire just to get you to click on it and put a heart, retweet it, or make a comment. It doesn't matter. But let me finish. Kanye West is lashing out in yet another series of inflammatory rants because he is jealous of all the praise Kendrick Lamar is receiving, according to Charlemagne the God, and I agree. I've been seeing this for months. He dropped a Like That verse that no one cared about, and he realized no one cared. Let me keep this moving. In a burst of posts to X late Thursday, which began with him calling for Diddy to be freed from jail, which is, I'm going to do another video on Kanye as probably the most disgusting person on earth. But the reason where all this Diddy conversation is, Kanye's on one of them tapes. Kanye's on one of them tapes. This Diddy stuff is not coming out of nowhere, gang. Kanye has been very silent. He's decided, I'm going to get in front of this. They can't cancel me. They've been trying for years, so I can say anything I want. If he changed the narrative on this Diddy stuff, which he's been trying, it's not working. Which he's been trying to do for months. But at the same time, he's never gone this hard until he did this rant because the Bully album is coming out. He got to get clicks and views because the Bully album is coming out. And who's standing in the way of him being the #1 most talked about rapper? It's Kendrick. Because Kendrick is the #1 most talked about rapper right now. The zeitgeist is crazy about this man's name. Anything you say and do lights it up. So he got to compete with that. So now he's talking about Hitler and Nazis and free Diddy. And even has quite a few good things to say about Drake all of a sudden lately. Give me a hug is amazing. Anything that's going against Kendrick is amazing right now for Kanye. But let me finish. The controversial rapper made a number of hateful comments about the Jewish community. The rant then grew increasingly inflammatory as he declared that he himself was a racist and a Nazi who loves Hitler. Now, he may have gone a little too far with that because a few days later, he writes, upon further, upon further inspection or something like that, reflection, I am no longer a Nazi. You clown. This dude's a clown, gang. You might be a Kanye fan, and that's okay if that's how you want to live your life. Kanye's a clown and a buster. Kanye been a clown and a buster. Before he said slavery was a choice. But when he said slavery was a choice, we all knew at that point, anybody of any substance knew that Kanye is a clown and a buster. Going around doing goofy stuff. Take care of your kids, gang. Go home to your kids. They don't know where you're at. She don't even got to sue for custody because you ain't even trying to get them. Just gonna be honest, gang. You're supposed to be building a house across the street and never finished. Only time you talk about your daughter is when she gets on TikTok or Snapchat or something. Like I said, I'm gonna do another video on how just disgusting. To me, gang. I know this is a touchy issue because some of you really like this dude. You still think he's the soul sample maker, the beat king. This is the kid from Graduation. That dude's gone. That dude been gone. You got this guy you got right now is a loser, gang. I'm just gonna be honest. Kanye West is a trash human being that doesn't care about anything or anyone. He has no loyalty to nothing. Addicted to nitrous oxide, snorting that every goddamn day, making sure that go down in his brain. Apparently he's supposed to be, if you believe it, he's supposed to have kicked the habit. Okay, yeah, sure. In his offices, showing his employees porn every day, all day, against their will. This guy is gross, gang. Kanye West is gross. The only reason you could even like this guy, for one, maybe you're gross, or you don't know what he does in his spare time. But me, I happen to know these things because it's my job to know. And I know that this dude is jealous of Kendrick, but let me keep this moving. While discussing the rants on the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne offered up his thoughts on Ye's motive. Quote, "We do realize Kanye has been acting out all week because he's envious of Kendrick's moment, right? He's attention-seeking because he wishes that this was his moment. He wishes that this was him because Kendrick is having a moment for being a prolific artist who took out his #1 op, Drake. Kanye never had a chance to take out Drake. As a matter of fact, Kanye made Drake bigger. By going at Drake and trying to play numbers game with him, he made him bigger. Just gonna be honest. We got Drake the way we got him because Kanye was so busy trying to shut him down and made it obvious that Drake was the better artist than Kanye. He's just better than him, gang. I'm just gonna be honest. Listen, you can say what you want, but Kanye had Drake coming to his compound in Wisconsin, wherever it was, to write for him. I don't remember how many times that Kanye went and wrote for Drake. You tell me, let me know. Let me know how many songs got Kanye as the writer that's over on Drake's side. I could be wrong, but I don't know that this has happened. But I do know for years Kanye has spiraled into a trash artist that makes trash music and has trash takes. And here we are once again with more trash comments coming off the Kanye camp trying to get canceled. Let me continue. All these antics are cheap. Meanwhile, you got people on that stage being rewarded for their art the way that you used to. He's talking about the Grammys now. Kendrick Lamar got rewarded 5 times for a diss record to your #1 op. You wish that was you. However, Kanye West did show Kendrick love after the Compton rapper completely swept the Grammys with Not Like Us. The chart-topping diss track aimed at Kendrick and Kanye's mutual enemy Drake won 5 awards on Sunday night, the most ever for a rap song. As well as winning the approval of the Recording Academy's voting committee, Kendrick also received some public props from his No More Parties in LA collaborator Kanye West. Let me just stop you there. Kanye also went on a rant before the Grammys that he ate Kendrick on that record. Kanye claims he ate Kendrick and beat Kendrick on that record, bar for bar, rhyme for rhyme, on the No More Parties in LA, which I used to like that song. And I liked Kendrick on that song. That's one of Kanye's better produced records. I didn't know they were competing against each other. I thought it was a dope record. Yay, you didn't body nobody on Life of Pablo. I'm just going to be honest. Ye technically brought his level of rhyming down on Life of Pablo. When we got Life of Pablo, which I defended publicly at the time, people were killing that album. And I defended it publicly, but I also said these are some of his worst lyrical performances in the history of his career. Father Stretch My Hands could be the worst rhyme this guy anybody has ever said. Any rapper has ever said. Father Stretch My Hands, the very first song, because you got Chance the Rapper who opens up the album, right? I love Chance the Rapper's verse to begin. I love how the whole album opens up. Then you got Father Stretch My Hands, one of the most beautiful opening tracks. It starts off like this is about to be God in heaven. The lyrics that accompany this have to be God level. The way this track is beginning and the way this is opening up this album. And you know what Kanye started that record with? This was the time to show everybody, I am the best lyricist. I am the greatest rapper on earth. And I'm gonna try to do this respectfully and tell you what Kanye actually said on that record. He said, if I F this model and she just bleached her soul, if I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'ma feel like an asshole. Those are the bars that we got on Father Stretch My Hand, which was supposed to be a record to God. That's when we lost Kanye West. We was already on a spiral. But Life of Pablo was where we lost Kanye to liposuction and all kind of nonsense. We lost him. And he ain't never coming back. Let me finish this and we're going to have a conversation. In a since-deleted post on Instagram, Ye posted a picture of the GNX MC on the red carpet, posing with all of his Grammys, captioning it, Gemini season, along with a goat emoji. Then deleted it, though. Some comments be backhanded, gang. Some comments be backhanded. And sometimes a dude like Kanye will make a good comment just for the traction. Just like he's making good comments about Drake now, just for the traction. Drake could make a comeback. If he does it this way, he got a lot to say lately. Kanye appeared to be in a magnanimous mood, as he also thanked the Grammys, with whom he's had issues with in the past, for nominating his own Billboard hit, Hot 100 hit, Carnival for Best Rap Song. The Chicago native went home empty-handed after Carnival lost to Not Like Us, but he still made headlines thanks to his wife, Bianca Censori's provocative outfit choice, which was nothing on her body. I don't know why people are still amazed. This chick has run out of stuff to do to shock you and amaze you. Now she's just getting butt naked and walking through a room full of people. That is the fashion choice of Kanye, the fashion master who was bitching about how the fashion houses wouldn't take him in because he's black. He only black when he don't get his way. But he wasn't black on Twitter a week or two ago when he was talking about he loves Hitler. Wasn't black then, because Hitler don't like black people, gang. Just so you know. I don't know if y'all know if that's clear. He would take the first people out that he don't like, and then the second people is us. But Kanye don't tell you that because he's dumb and he probably don't know that. And Kanye's online talking about whoever asks him about this, he's going to punch him in the face. You ain't going to do nothing. I'm going to punch you in the face. Now, if you call me, I'm going to block you, da-da-da. Because he doesn't want to be told that he's a moron. And at this point, why are you going to tell him anyway? He doesn't care. Let him destroy himself. He don't want to do business with the Jewish people, but guess what, gang? He's bragging about being a millionaire because he went and sat down with the Jewish people. Huh? What'd you say, Challz? Yes, he's only a millionaire because he went back to Adidas after they went back crawling to him. They need each other. His millionaire status was gone. Then when he went back and signed the Adidas deal all over again, he's all of a sudden a millionaire again. Did y'all know that? That's why a billionaire. That's why he's a billionaire. Because Adidas took him back and his thing went back up. Just gonna be honest. There's no other reason, gang. And then you go on a post, you hate this, you hate that, and you haven't heard a word from Adidas. They're not going down that rabbit hole again. They want this. They want the money because they can't move the product without them. If it's up to me, that shit will get burnt. I would never buy none of that garbage. It's trash then, it's trash now, before he said a word. So I'm just going to say this. Anybody that doesn't know that everything he's doing right now is to burn down any goodwill he can that Kendrick has. I feel like we're looking at a man-child who, when he sees something over there that everybody's having fun and having a time of their life and getting a lot of praise for, he wants to go knock it down. He's always been like that. That's why he stood up and told Taylor Swift, I'm going to let you finish, but Beyonce, he took her moment from her. Because her moment was bigger than whatever he had going on. He said it was about Beyonce. That was about him. That was about his opinion, his emotions, what he wanted to say. He stole that girl's moment to make it all about him. And that's where we are right now. This dude is absolutely ridiculous. No, I don't rock with Kanye West at all. I will not be listening to Bully. Because first of all, I don't think it's going to be good. Just going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest. Even his own fans was disappointed in Vultures too. What kind of rapper is using AI, gang? Let's just be honest. Except for Benny Siegel, his voice is gone. But what kind of rapper is using AI? What kind of artist is using AI? Come on, gang. What we doing? That means you're lazy. I don't have any other, I don't know what else to tell you. If you're supposed to be the greatest genius in the world and you're using AI to make music, I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm going to leave it at this. Kanye West has always been a pathetic wannabe since he came out in the beginning of hip hop. He's always been trying to steal somebody's light, steal somebody's shine, and make every moment about him. And now it's not cool, it's not cute anymore. You're way too old to act like this. It's childish. And real ones are not going to stand for it. I see a lot of y'all making a lot of excuses for him, but this is the sad reality. People these days make excuses for everybody. They'll explain away anything, and this is where we are. So I'm going to leave it at this. Kanye is jealous, but it won't matter because your reign is of the past. And yes, he did do #1. He made Vultures, the very first Vultures, #1. But then he went right back to the laziness, and the second one flopped. Kanye's lazy. So we're going to see whatever Bully does, but he's already used up all his cachet. The shock value is how he usually moves these albums, by tweeting this and doing this and that and the third. He's already did that. So I don't know how he's going to push this thing again, except for 1 million features, which to me, these rappers that keep jumping on him, his album, I'm looking at each and every one of them as corny as well. I'm just going to be honest. I don't rock with Kanye West. Just in case. Any of my new followers, they just found me, you want to know, and that's going to be a deal breaker. It's a little button at the bottom. It's an unfollow. Go ahead and click it. I will never like Kanye West again. So if that's what you here for, good Kanye West videos, you won't see him on this channel. Just going to be honest. Every time you see Kanye West in the headline, it's going to be bad. It's going to be ugly, and I'm going to be mean. Just for all you people that don't like meanies, I'm going to be mean. I don't like Kanye West. I don't. I take this too serious. I take hip-hop too serious. I take my people too serious. And I like people to be absolutely 100% stand-up individuals. I don't like shady, shiesty, goofy shit for clicks and views. I don't like it. I don't relate to it. And I think Kanye's a race traitor. And he only brings up being black when it's convenient. And I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG, let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine.
CLB.